Hi everybody, Isabel Spradlin here with YourMassagePractice.com, and we are here for our third installment of our Don't Overcomplicate It series. I am so glad that you're here. We're talking about a big thing today, following up on the heels of our first one, which was all about creating your business plan for massage therapists specifically. The second one, of course, was about your website, and that leads us directly into our topic for today, which is your marketing. So often as massage therapists, we overcomplicate our marketing and it drains us dry, and then we just don't want to do anything, and then our practices don't grow in the way that we want them to grow. So to avoid having this happen to you, I want to share my best tips with you today about how to keep your marketing really in order without overcomplicating it and without ever feeling salesy or gross about what you're doing. Unfortunately, marketing has become such a dirty word, and it's not. Marketing is what you do in your practice from the moment you make contact with a client. And sometimes they come into contact with your practice through other people. Sometimes they come to you through a referral partner who doesn't even maybe know that they're a referral partner, but another practitioner who loves your work and is happy and excited to tell their clients about what it is that you do and recommend that their clients come to see you. All of that is part of your marketing, which is why the number one thing that I truly believe and have seen over and over again work for massage therapists is that your primary marketing tactic, if you will, is having strong referral partnerships. That does not mean you need to have a ton of them. In fact, for the longest time in my practice, probably 60% of my practice was filled by one single referral partner. We loved each other. I loved sending my clients to her. She loved sending her clients to me. It was a match made in heaven for so many different reasons. But can you imagine if one referral partner was able to help you fill 60% of your practice, not through slimy marketing techniques, but through genuine enthusiasm about what you can do to help their clients? That's what we want. That's the sweet spot. So it's all about relationships in all business. All business is about relationships. And in our business, we have lots of different kinds of relationships. We have our relationships with our clients, and every time we have a session with them, every time we return a phone call or an email, that is part of our marketing because it is part of their experience with us. It is part of their experience with our practice. And the higher quality every one of those interactions is, the more likely those clients are to come back to you time and time again. And the more likely they are to recommend that their friends and family come to you time and time again. So that is, for massage therapists, the bedrock of their marketing. I truly believe that the most stable practices come from referrals. So in the number 2 video about Don't Overcomplicate It in this series, I talked about your website, and that is a piece of your marketing. And I mentioned that your website can and should be very simple. And this is why. It's because when your ideal clients who just resonate with you and fit with the work that you do, you like them, they like you, and they are happy to pay your full rates time and time again, so often that comes because they got just a stellar referral from another practitioner to you, and they're ready by the time that they get to your website to book. If you have some testimonials there, they're probably going to want to look at them. Again, I highly recommend having some testimonials on your website. But beyond that, most people, if they get your name from a referral source, a trusted referral source, they're probably just going to hit that book now button or call you just to confirm a couple of details before they book. And then they're in your practice. And from there on, it's your job to retain them. which is also part of your marketing strategy. So can you see how marketing is not a dirty word? It's not something slimy. It's not something sleazy. Marketing is just you running your practice in the most values-based way that you possibly can, providing the best client service that you can, not just in session, but also through calls and emails and any support that your clients might need outside of the actual sessions. So that's number one, absolutely number one. If you do nothing else in your practice that you think of as marketing, please, please, please build your referral relationships. And again, this needs to be a relationship. This is not about an agreement of, oh, I just met you and yeah, I'll send clients to you as long as you send clients to me. That is not a referral relationship. I'm sorry. I don't know what you want to call that, but in my experience, a referral relationship is a genuine relationship in which there is enthusiasm, genuine enthusiasm and trust in the other practitioner that when you send your clients, they're going to get the best care possible and vice versa. Build those referral relationships. Number two, I've already mentioned this a couple times in the previous video and just now, have those reviews on your website. If you're not sure how to get those reviews and how reviews should be structured, you'll want to research that a little bit. There is a way for reviews to be really effective and they don't have to be long to be effective. And always make sure that your reviews are coming from people who have actually experienced your services. So here's where we get into number three, which is sort of the rest of your online presence outside of your website. So of course, we all know about social media and all of these other things that we should be doing, right? So I'm just going to briefly give you the things that have been the most impactful for my business. So as I said earlier, about 60% of my base practice was built with one referral partnership. However, the other 40% came from online, and the majority of those online people didn't find me by Googling, injury recovery massage therapy. They went on Yelp and they were looking for good reviews that were on Yelp. And thankfully I had enough clients who had written good reviews there that it was pretty much a no-brainer. They would call. It was very much like getting people from my referral partner when they came to me through the online review sites. Those were really strong clients. They were almost always my ideal clients, and they almost always stayed for multiple years and were always happy to pay my full rate. So I really recommend choosing probably just one or two of the strongest review sites. And if you can, genuinely don't have people fake it. Genuinely get people to write reviews that are honest about your work on those sites, and that will help to grow your practice. So Facebook has become very good at reviews as well. That could be very strong for you. Make sure that on your Facebook page, your Facebook business page, you have the location services enabled. Again, people are looking for in-person services from you, so they need to know where you are. Just like on your website, on all of your social media or other online accounts, you want to make sure people know where you are. So make sure that you are on Google Maps, get registered for an account on Google Maps, have the location services turned on your Facebook business page. Definitely have a LinkedIn account. People like to know that you are a professional business person. And LinkedIn carries a lot of weight in that way. And outside of that, I actually think that you don't need a whole lot else, or at least for my practice, those were sort of the bedrock of other online services that helped me grow my practice. It can certainly be helpful to be on the listings of, if you have specific training from a specific certification, to be on their website as a certified practitioner of whatever that modality is. That's great. You can definitely bring in clients in that way as well. It also helps to establish your credibility being on those sites. Perhaps you're part of a networking group and you're on that website. Again, these things establish your credibility. Even though they aren't always the most reliable ways of bringing in clients, they are very important. So get those accounts and set up so that they actually reflect you. Don't tell people what you think they want to hear. Speak to them in clear terms that are understandable to them. to your ideal clients, and just be who you are. Let your personality come through. Of course, remembering always that we are running a business, and so you want your professional personality to come through. You don't necessarily want to be, petting your cat while you're in your photo, unless that's part of your therapy, which I think in many places is actually illegal, so probably don't want to do that. But you get the idea. Bring your best professional self, full of integrity, full of who you are, to all of your marketing, to all of your online endeavors, and it really does help bring in the people who resonate with you, the people who you love working with, who are happy to pay your full rates over and over again. So a brief review for your in-person sales funnel. That's really what we're talking about here, your marketing strategies. Have your referral partners. Make sure that your reviews, both on your website and on other sites, are locked in. Continue through the course of building your practice to bring those reviews in. So don't stop at just that first few reviews that you get. Really continue to ask your current clients for reviews as time goes on. And then in your online profiles, make sure that you show up as professional, but also full of who you actually are. Make sure that your location services are findable on Google and on Facebook, and of course on LinkedIn and any other association websites that you want to be a part of. So as you can see, strong marketing does not have to be complicated, especially for us massage therapists. This can actually be very simple, very straightforward. You are not trying to serve the entire world. You can't. You can serve people in your area. Maybe people travel to see you, and that's fine, but really focus on location. Okay, so with those not super complicated marketing techniques, get going. Let me know how it goes for you. As always, I love hearing how this stuff goes for you. And thanks so much. Have a good day.